The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the five for Quinn Snyder right now.
Here we go.
They've got Anthony. Cole is out there with Duncan. And it's Mitchell. And it's Paul in at point guard. And for the Warriors, at the guard spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Iguodala out there with Barnes. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Albuquerque. And here is Paul. Mitchell outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Mitchell.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present. Standing 6'1", Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And so here's Albuquerque. The Warriors making the shot. The ball. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Paul. Five on the clock. Mitchell outside. They grabbed their own miss. Count that one.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Curry against Ball. Thompson for the triple. And Ball pulls it down. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
Curry against Paul. Mitchell outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Mitchell's got 6.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguarded. You can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
It's stolen by Curry. Nobody near Barnes. It's a very good look and converts.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that will get you cooked.
Now here's Paul. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
You pass it to him, Spider Mitchell is always ready to let it fly. An impact player the moment he stepped into the league.
Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Porzingis is checked in for Bol. Malone comes in for Tim Duncan. Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Thompson in for Mitchell. Now here's Iguodala. No contact there, but he gets the call. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Length,
First
and
team
IQ
foul.
of Iguodala is tough.
Shooting
to
for the
guard
home team.
sometimes. You just have to whack it.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Livingston in for Klay Thompson. There's the pass to Stackhouse. Now here's Paul. 5 to shoot. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one hand full punch.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Stackhouse has gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
Spates
foul.
checked in for the Warriors.
Second team foul.
Barbosa comes in for Curry.
Substitution for your home team.
1:27 left to play in the first.
Barbosa.
Albuquerque leading by 10.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Now here's Paul. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stackhouse.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Paul. Pass to Stackhouse from deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
3 ball.
Paul's got his 7th assist in the game. To the paint. Here's Ozili. They need this. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Albuquerque. It's a 16-point game. Tries from 7. Passes it to Stackhouse. The tray. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Ozili. That one's not going to go. Here's Paul. Lets the three fly.
Quarter, our score. Your home team,
Yes,
7.
that's just an
Your away team,
amazing play to get that
28.
ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Albuquerque out in front. Run. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Albuquerque.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to. Good stuff.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for Albuquerque, Chris Paul is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Bull working at center. And finished off by Bogut.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
For three, Mitchell. Good, and Paul gets the
Donovan
assist.
Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 15 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Back to Paul. Back to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Green dishes to Curry. Puts it up from 12. And again, it's the Warriors missing. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Mitchell outside. Paul against Curry. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Third three-pointer
First
in a
team
row.
foul.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Thompson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bogut drives in. Here's Barnes. They can't stop the run with that one.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their
3
playbook
points.
to get a good shot.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's
The
getting
ball
it
goes
done
to the
for
home
The
team.
Warriors making a change here.
Substitution for the
Spates
away
is checked
team.
in. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Albuquerque. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And they'll keep possession. And that one, good. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 16-4 run. Mitchell outside. And that comes off the
Donovan
assist by
Mitchell.
Russell Westbrook. Mitchell's got 27 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Thompson gets it to go.
This is Thompson's game. He lights out shooter from basically anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell outside. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Back in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Stephen Curry. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Porzingis, he's checked in for Bull. Duncan comes in for Robinson. Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for Anthony. And it's Klay Thompson in for Mitchell. And the pass to Speights. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Pass to Stackhouse from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. .102 left to play here in the half. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Pass to Stackhouse. Fires for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
40 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Pass to Stackhouse. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered by Livingston. The pass to Stackhouse. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Livingston looking for the opening. Clock at 6. Pass to Ezeli. Ezeli with the jam.
The tremendous size of Ezeli taking full advantage at the rack.
And the last shot. The buzzer doesn't go in for it. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Albuquerque. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. Back right after this. Too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The guard spot is Curry and Thompson. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Iguodala at the small forward. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Porzingis is out there with Duncan. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Stackhouse in at the 3 slot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Down low, here's Green. Up and in. 6 points for Draymond Green.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
For Albuquerque. Bol, he's He's checked in for Porzingis. Robinson comes in for Duncan. Anthony's checked in for Jerry Stackhouse. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Thompson. Mitchell outside. Curry against Westbrook. Back to Mitchell. The three. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Green. It's deflected.
And it's not just Ball's size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manu.
No one covering.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Thompson, and it's denied.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Westbrook against Thompson. Mitchell outside. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Mitchell.
Home team basketball.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making
Timeout,
a
away
huge
team.
effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had
Home team
mixed
foul.
success.
Draymond
And
Green.
amazing to even
That's his first
consider
personal
using a
foul.
box in one in the NBA.
First
Isn't it
team
great?
foul.
But Curry does that with
At the
his
line for the
offense to
away
the
team,
teams that defend him.
Donovan
Kevin,
Mitchell.
I agree. And
3 shots.
It did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
To the inside. That's tipped.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Curry against Westbrook. Mitchell outside. And that comes off
Donovan
the assist by
Mitchell.
Russell Westbrook.
3 points.
Mitchell's got 42 in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Iguodala. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
Bazili's checked in for Draymond Green. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Andre Iguodala. Mitchell outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 15 points here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And again, Albuquerque
Donovan
with the triple.
Mitchell.
They've given up a
Three-pointer.
lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Bazili. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell outside from past the arc, and again Albuquerque
Donovan
with the
Mitchell.
triple.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Bazili finds Thompson. Spade sets a screen for Thompson. Rebound by Albuquerque. Bulls got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Mitchell outside. Westbrook against Thompson. Back to Mitchell. The three. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Mitchell's got 54 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook against Curry. And that's an intentional.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah.
First team foul.
Completely a brain
Substitution
fade.
for the
I
away
don't know
team.
where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball.
Ball goes to the away
Just
team.
didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Chalmers with it. Mitchell outside. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
Offensively, defense. They are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's the Warriors with the ball. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We got Bogut, Maurice Spates out there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle. That's it. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Livingston. D right on him. Inside. Bogut. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
That's his first
And
personal
with his
foul.
troubles at the free throw
Second
line,
team foul.
probably best to foul Bogut
At the
when
line
he gets
for
in
your
close.
home team. And
And the second free throw, good. And so here's Albuquerque. Now Chalmers from downtown, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
Passes it to Stackhouse. Off target from outside. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Holiday looking for an opening. Stolen by Thompson. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Stackhouse. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Stackhouse has got 9 points here in the second half. Feeds to Spates. Driving inside. And finished off by Bogut.
and nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes him pay the price.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's covered by Livingston. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow.
free ball.
What can you say?
To the middle. Finished off by Bogut.
Just make it forceful. Finish there.
John
Bogut has that
Livingston.
natural power.
Timeout away team. Substitution for the away team.
Checked in for the Warriors. Albuquerque making some changes. Bowl, he's checked in for Porzingis. Robinson is subbed in for Duncan. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Pass to Stackhouse. A three ball. It's good from long range.
Jerry Stackhouse.
Stackhouse has got 39.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
To the paint. Here's Bogut. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the way.
They are just
From
killing
Tom
them on the
Livingston.
interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
No good from Stackhouse.
And even with
Team
good
foul.
coverage defensively,
That's his
that
first
time,
personal
he has
foul.
confidence
Third
to
team
drill
foul.
the three.
And some changes
Now
here
into
for
the
the
lineup for the
Warriors.
home team.
Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates.
Green.
And it's Barnes in for
Harrison.
And there's the count. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that
That's
might
his
happen.
second personal foul.
Review
Team
of the first
score.
one.
At the
After
line
the
for
review,
your
the
home
ruling on the
team.
floor is
And
overturned.
Drew
Detail
Bogut.
what constituted
Taking
the
2
original personal
shots.
foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg,
No
indeed,
basket.
and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion
ball.
replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now the pass to Stackhouse. There's the triple, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Three-pointer.
Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Albuquerque.
Their defense
2 minutes
has
remaining in the
been
game. 2
outstanding,
minutes.
closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
6 on the shot clock. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it
slide.
Sean Livingston.
Giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Stolen by Robinson.
Timeout,
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque.
Timeout.
They're up. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. The New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise
That's
and
his
the
second
hostility of an
personal
opposing
foul.
crowd is pretty
Team's
special.
fourth.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's
The
no
team
excuse
foul.
for that. That kind of foul, I
That's his
mean,
third
that might be an
personal foul.
explanation for it, but
15
certainly
foul.
doesn't justify it. And even then, it's
Shooting for your
just
home
not a
team.
good play.
Andrew Bogut. 2 shots.
And Bogut drops them both. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Chalmers. He's covered by Livingston. And here is Chalmers. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from
Donovan
beyond the
Mitchell.
arc.
3
Mitchell's
points.
got 60.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
And Mario Chalmers
team
gets the
foul.
whistle that time.
That's
That's his
his
first
first
foul
personal
of the
foul.
game. And the
Team
bonus will
is
go to the free
in
throw
the
line.
penalty.
And that was the last thing
Shooting
they
for
needed.
the
Now
home
the
team.
clock is stopped and they put them
Leandro.
on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
Pass to Mitchell.
Donovan
Dunk by
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Assist
Saw the
from
opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know,
team
this
foul.
run shows what kind of attitude
That's his
this team
second
has.
personal foul.
The win is there. Go get it.
Shooting for your home
And he
team.
makes the first.
Sean Livingston. Taking 2 shots.
Livingston hits both of them. And Albuquerque with the possession. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Mitchell against Barbosa. Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right
Donovan
there, and
Mitchell.
the basket is good.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Livingston. And so Albuquerque takes the win.
That's the
This
end of the
crowd
game.
is stunned by the manner in which their team was
Thank you for
dismantled.
coming out
You
to
know what?
support your team.
I don't care
Make sure to get
what
home
the
safely.
matchup is. You
And we'll
never
see you
expect a
at the
road
next
team
sporting event.
to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
나 높이 조금 머나먼 먼 곳으로 나 날아가 더 높이 세상 넘어서 우주 밖으로 다 괜찮아 널 위한 내가 여기에 서 있으니 보고 싶은 널 부르며 네 이름을 크게 불러봐 나 날아가 저 멀리 하늘 속 작은